Let me hit you with something uncomfortable. Right now, there are people making $100,000 a year still living paycheck to paycheck. And at the same time, there are people making $30,000 quietly saving, investing, and getting ahead. So what is the difference? It is not luck, it is not talent, and it is definitely not income. Here's the truth. Saving money has almost nothing to do with how much you make and everything to do with how you think. Sounds crazy, right? Because you're probably thinking, yet easy to say, but I am broke. Bills, rent, food, maybe debt, and at the end of the month, nothing is left. So how are you supposed to save? Here is what nobody tells you. Imagine this. You are 26 making $2,000 a month, $800 gone on rent, $300 on food, $600 on everything else. And just like that, you're left with almost nothing. Then life happens, phone breaks, medical bill shows up, and boom, you are back to zero or worse debt. And you are not alone. More than 60% of people cannot cover a $1,000 emergency, and nearly 1 in 3 have zero savings. So if you feel stuck, good, you are normal. But normal is exactly what is keeping people broke for decades. So what is actually going wrong? It is not just income. It is not just expenses. It is your system, your mindset, and your habits. So let's break this down fast. First, the biggest lie. Say what is left after you spend. Sounds smart, but it never works because there's never anything left. Life expands every time your income does. You earn more, you spend more. Simple. So people who save do not wait. They flip it. Save first, spend what is left. Even $2 a day becomes over $700 a year. Not huge, but powerful. It is like brushing your teeth. Skip once, nothing happens. Skip for months, disaster. So the question is simple. Are you waiting to save or deciding to save? Now here is where it gets interesting. You do not save because of your budget. You save because of your identity. If you keep saying I am bad with money, I cannot save, I am always broke, your actions will follow that story every time. It is like saying I am not the gym type and expecting results. Not happening. So change the script. Stop saying I am trying to save. Start saying I always save something. That shift changes everything because identity drives behavior. People who automate saving even small amounts are more than 3 times more likely to build wealth. Why? No decisions, no excuses, just automatic action. Fix your story first, then your bank account follows. Now let me ask you something. Where is your money actually going? It is not always the big stuff. It is the small leaks. Subscription snacks, random online buys. Individually nothing, together everything. $5 a day is $150 a month. That is $1,800 a year. That is not small. That is a leak draining your future. And most people underestimate their spending by 20 to 30%. So you are not broke, you are leaking, and you do not even see it yet. Awareness changes everything. Once you see it, you cannot ignore it. Now here is a simple weapon. The 48-hour rule. You see something, you want it, you buy it. That is how most people operate. But if you just wait 48 hours, half those purchases disappear because they were never needs, they were emotions. And more than 70% of purchases are emotional. So this rule gives logic time to step in. Simple but powerful. Now listen carefully. Being broke is not the problem. Staying broke is, and that comes down to habits. Because money does not fix bad habits. It amplifies them. If you cannot manage 100, you will not manage 1,000. You'll just lose it faster. Habits are software. Money is hardware. Bad software breaks everything. So stop focusing only on earning more. Focus on handling what you already have. Because when more money comes, you'll actually keep it. And here is a final shift. You do not need to save big. You just need to start. Perfection kills progress. You keep saying I will save when I earn more, but that moment never comes. There is always another expense. So start small, $1 a day. That is it, because it is not about the amount. It is about building the habit. 1 becomes 5, 5 becomes 10, 10 becomes 100. And suddenly you have momentum, and momentum changes everything. So what do you actually do? Simple. Start tracking every expense for 3 days, everything, no exceptions, because awareness hits instantly. Then every time money comes in, Save at least 5%, even if it feels small. Then for 30 days, no impulse buying, everything waits 48 hours. Then cut one useless expense, just one, and redirect it to savings. And finally, automate it. Because automatic means consistent, and consistent means results. Here's the truth. Saving money when you're broke is not easy, but it is not impossible. It is not about having more. It is about using what you're better. Start small, stay consistent, build momentum, and your situation will change. If this helped, subscribe for more, and next I will show you how to grow your money from zero. But remember this, you do not need more money to start, you just need to start.